Jobs, jobs, and jobs on this week's Living Brunsco from the Brunswick County Chamber. Our roundtable discussion is loaded with info and tips on how to help locals find jobs and help businesses find employees. Hi, everybody. I'm John Daly. These are some trying times, but jobs are available. Let's intro the panel so we can get right to it. Susan Freeman is the executive director of the Chamber. She is here. She's off to the upper right there. Chris Crockett of Sellworthy, a digital and media company that is making this live stream happen. Chris is also going to talk about updating your LinkedIn page to get more opportunities. Marcel Hatton is here with NC Works. He has info on programs for employees and employers. Ashley Beck-Guy is with the Carolina Staffing Solutions. She can tell you about finding employees now that you're open. April Scott is the director of the Brunswick County Small Business Center, and she has some new info on getting new resources as well. Thank you all for being here. Susan, let me start with you first. We are beginning to open up the county. Talk about what the Chamber is doing to get employers and employees back together.
Just like having forums with industry experts who can share tips and their knowledge on job opportunities and training. I mean, it's so imperative to our community to link into these folks that can just share their expertise so that you're not out there just looking randomly for things when it comes to your job. The Chamber also has several portals that we have set up on our Facebook page. You can actually log in, and if you are looking for a job, you can upload your resume to the Facebook page. If you are a Chamber employer looking to hire someone, you can go to the Chamber website. You can add your information onto the website, and it will have everything current. Another way is just working with NC Works and Carolina Staffing. And also with April, the BCC, the Small Business Center as well, where we post all of their jobs and trainings that we can get out to almost 10,000 folks looking for those opportunities.
All right, great. Marcel from NC Works. Are you beginning to see a lot of jobs pop up now?
Oh, we're seeing quite a bit of jobs. I think we have over 100 jobs, new jobs posted, and we're looking for applicants to fill those positions, anywhere from manufacturing to the beaches, working on the beaches out there, working with the public along those lines. So just tons of jobs. Just go to ncworks.gov. Put your resume in there, and you can go apply for jobs right online.
Perfect.
We're glad to have it because we're trying to get out of this unemployment piece. And just a word of note that $600 stimulus will be going away on 7/27. So it's ran from 4/4 to 7/27. It will be the end. So we'll probably hopefully get people going back to work then.
Yeah, let's hope. Tell us about the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation, the PEUC. We heard there's going to be an extension for the state employment insurance benefits. Is that something people can sign up for?
Right. It's once you complete your 12 weeks of your normal unemployment benefits, it's a piece that the federal government picked up for additional 13 weeks that will extend your benefits. It came into effect on May 22nd, and this hit us hard because we had a lot of people that were from the beach community that normally take off during the winter and were unemployed and maxed out their unemployment benefit. So this kicked in and allowed them to continue seeing benefits while we go through the pandemic. So anyone along those lines that's getting to the end of their 12 weeks, it's automatically being applied on their claim, but they have to ask for it also.
And how do they go about doing that?
Well, you have to file what we call weekly certifications to let them know that you're not working. And on your last benefit, you will see a prompt that would ask you to apply for these benefits on your 12th week. So it's pretty much automatic. And if you qualify, you will see it.
Okay. Talk about a program for businesses that's set up by MBA great Magic Johnson. Explain that if you can.
I just recently looked up to it, and it's for the payroll protection program, and is identifying minority and women businesses that I think they offer $10 million to that funding so that they can take advantage of it. So anybody needing additional support as far as a small business, I would go with April and see how you can apply for those benefits.
Ashley Beck-Guy from Carolina Staffing Solutions. Now, I spoke to Nick Patton, who owns the restaurant called Toasted in Calabash, which just reopened, and he says he is slammed because he can't find enough employees. Is the county here behind in finding workers because South Carolina opened up first?
I believe so. If you took note, most recently, we've noticed some of the restaurants have had to close their dine-in service and go back to delivery or carry out only. And, I feel like it's trickling this way. I feel like we're going to be the last, we were last to really be affected, and we'll be the last to really open and find those employees. Everybody needs help. Everybody's getting booked up. They're getting caught off guard. People are out and about. They're moving. People are still moving to the area. So yes, I do feel that is definitely something that is coming this way. Bald Head Island, I feel, is going to be the Southport area. I feel is going to be our next really affected area where they're going to be needing the help, can't find the people. It's been very quiet from that area, but we've noticed a couple of calls to start to come in, to trickle in from areas or from clients, old clients, clients we've never heard from in the Southport area. But Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach definitely have been completely slammed. So yes, I definitely think that's the case.
So what are some suggestions for employers to what could they be doing to be more efficient in finding workers?
Well, I would say, utilizing a staffing service is always a big help. We have a team of people working around the clock. We have a lot of different platforms out there that we do utilize to help locate and establish new relationships with people moving to the area. We have text them all, call them all, services that we use that we could reach out to old staff, new staff to try to help replenish, your staffing needs that you might have. So I would say pick up the phone, give us a call, find out, how we can better assist you. carostaff.com, that's our website. You can place job orders there. You can also go there to find a job. We have all of our job postings as they come in individually, and then we do a weekly bulk ad for all of the locations. Right now, we have about 40 positions that we're trying to fill. So we're noticing that things are picking up in the economy, and we are working all together trying to find the people to fill those positions as a collective for the employers in the area.
All righty. Marcel, do you have anything you can add to that?
Oh, yes. We have our sites built to where our employers can search for candidates to fill positions and vice versa. So the only thing you can have to do is, this is no charge for us, but we work very well with Ashley down at the staffing agency there. We help each other out all the time. So one way or another, we'll put you to work. How about that?
Yes.
That sounds great. All right. Just a reminder, this is Living Brunsco, brought to you by the Brunswick County Chamber and also Sellworthy, a digital and marketing company. We are talking about job opportunities in Brunswick County now that the state has moved into phase 2. Let's turn to April Scott from the Brunswick County Small Business Center. April, there's new help out there for businesses for marketing and other expenses. Talk about that.
There is. Thank you. So each small business center in the state has received special allocations of funding. So as you all know, all of our services are always free. But what they've offered, with the understanding that small businesses will have some deficits and struggles as they open, and typically when they need help with things such as legal help or accounting or marketing, there comes a huge expense. So what they've done is given us an allocation of funding to help those small businesses connect to those resources to help them get off of the ground with a little more push financially. So for instance, I've recently just today connected a client who needed some help with some of her accounting. For those of you that have applied for the PPP funding, you know that you have to have very clean financial statements to apply for the forgiveness. She called and she was pretty confused with it. So I was able to connect her with a local accountant who will walk her through the process, and the funding we receive from the state will compensate the accountant for her services. So I encourage people to, if you feel like you need help, whether it's legal, marketing, setting up your website, you're not quite sure how to use LinkedIn, but you need to get connected on social media. I tell people nowadays, I feel like if you're not on Facebook, you're not happening. But if you don't know how to do that, please don't just stand by idle and let your business suffer. Reach out to us. And don't let it be because you feel like you can't afford it, because we have this money to spend. And I want to ensure that the business owners of Brunswick County get all the possible help that we can give.
All right. And how do people reach you?
They can, so I'm still working from home, so they can contact me via phone, which is 910-755-7306, or via email, which is probably the best way, because if you can imagine, everyone wants a piece of the pie. So if I can get you in an email and you tell me what you need, what services you have, I can quickly connect you to the professional resource. Because of the clients that I have on my load right now, I have 65 clients I was working with before this funding became available, which is why I have reached out to the professionals of the community to help me with those areas that I just don't have the expertise in. So they can also email me at scott@brunswickcc.edu. And if you forget that or don't get it, you can go to our main Brunswick Community College website and simply search my name, April Scott.
All righty. And anything else on the Magic Johnson $100 million?
That's quite a bit of money, huh? I would love to hear that Brunswick County residents have gotten a piece of that pie. Yes. So Magic Johnson has donated $100 million to help minority business owners. So I want to make sure people understand. I've gotten some calls. Does that simply mean African American? It does not. Minority means of color or female-owned business. So if you share ownership of a business and you are female and you are 51% ownership, you can apply for these funds. There is a link that he is, of course, not handling this himself. He has donated the money to an agency. I will get this information to the chambers, and Susan can share it on how you apply for the funds. I have been told, I've not gone through the application, that it's a fairly simple application process. So I do encourage, and if you need help with that, feel free to reach out. And as I said, I've not gone through it, but if I have someone call me, I will go through the application with you.
All right, very good. April did a good segue for us, Chris, because I want you to talk about how individuals and businesses out there can use their LinkedIn page the right way to make themselves, as you would say, more sell-worthy. Talk about that. Talk about the things that they should be looking at on LinkedIn.
Yeah, so LinkedIn's really good for both personal and business branding. So really getting people to know what you do, what you're about, what you're looking to accomplish, and what your future goals are. So it's a great platform as an individual. You want to keep it up to date. And really, this is one thing I fall short of doing, but everyone should really do this, is always be updating some piece of your profile on LinkedIn bi-weekly, monthly, whether it's changing your picture on there, adding more accomplishments, because people get notifications of that. So you could pop up in someone's feed and then they can end up sharing that, and you never know how some sort of connection could happen from that. So LinkedIn is really important to be using. If you have a business, it's good to have a LinkedIn business page, even if it's not, even if you don't have a ton of followers or connections on there, you still want to use it. So LinkedIn's a great place to really have yourself and your business on.
All right, perfect. Susan, if you can, from what we've heard so far, do you have any questions that you think maybe members would be interested in, or do you have other ideas that maybe we haven't touched upon yet?
Well, the Magic Johnson grant is fairly easy. I've known a few people that have actually applied, and they found out immediately that they did qualify. So be sure to check out the different grant opportunities that are out there. I know a lot of 501c6s still are not opting into these grant opportunities. But again, if you need some help, don't be afraid to reach out to these industry experts.
All righty. Very good. Anybody else? Is there anything else that popped up in someone else's presentation that you'd like to point out?
I just want to make one note that even though our doors are locked, we offer every service that we can via telephone. Just reach out to us virtual, and we'll work with you as best we can. Even matter of fact, we're working with a Brunswick Electric. They're hiring linemen, about 6 linemen, and processing their applications and getting all those things taken care of. So we're not in office, but we still can provide the service. So just reach out to us. The number is 910-754-6120.
And again, we'll have everybody's email and phone number on this broadcast, so you'll be able to see it wherever you're watching this. This is taped, but this way you'll get a chance to see it. All righty. I think we kind of covered everything right there. Chris or Susan, anything else?
Yes, actually, if you're watching this program and you like what you're hearing and you'd like to get involved and think about sponsorship, please reach out to me at the Chamber of Commerce. We each week have something different that relates to our community, where it's something fun that we're talking about, or something more serious as like looking for the jobs to fill for those that are coming to our region. It's a great way to reach out to 35,000 folks immediately, and then beyond, as we do a lot of cross-media marketing with this segment. Also, the Chamber will be opening again next week. Just a slow opening. Call ahead, though, if you're looking to stop by, as we're still keeping our doors locked as well, which is sad for a chamber, but we're getting into that new phase of being open. We'll meet you on the front porch, y'all.
All right, that's great. Well, thank you all for being here for this roundtable discussion about job opportunities in Brunswick County. Now that things are beginning to open up, our guests have been Marcel Hatton with NC Works, Ashley Beck-Guy with Carolina Staffing Solutions, April Scott with the Brunswick County Small Business Center. If you want to reach any of our guests, again, the contact info will be on the site that you're watching this broadcast. For all of our guests, and for Chris Crockett of Sellworthy, who made this live stream happen, and for Susan Freeman with the Brunswick County Chamber, I'm John Daly. Please stay safe, everybody. We'll talk to you again.